I'm not quite sure why I was needing someone to tell me that this was a journey I could go on. Yeah, maybe I need to put some face stuff on. Okay. That's much better. I've been a content creator for a little less than 2 years. And I didn't wake up one day and decide this is what I wanted to do. It actually took me many, many years to get the courage to actually go on this content creator journey. I hesitated, I delayed, I had so many reasons for why I should do this. But that's changed, and I'm here to share a little bit of that journey to help you take that leap and go on that journey, because it's not as complicated as people make it out to be. So if you don't know me, my name is Leslie. I am the creator behind I Will Wander Well, and I have a full-time job and do content creation on the side. I have a background in international affairs, which I love. I've traveled since I was 2 years old. I've lived on 3 continents. I've visited 24 countries and counting. I was doing these things long before I Will Wander Well. Travel, food, beautiful moments. It was what I loved to do. I also did my research, made guides, booked travel, followed creators. I had the foundation of content creation and what I was already doing. I was doing it like it was breathing. Simply put, I was already doing life. I was just doing it quietly and just for myself. But as I talked to my friends about these trips we went to and how I was able to book hotels on points, or get that really great business class deal, or even tried out a new restaurant or cafe, a lot of friends were curious about how I made it happen or how I did it. And I saw a spark in there because that got me so excited. I wanted others to be able to experience what I had experienced, and beyond that, know how to do it and book it for themselves. So I had the starts of how to take something I was already doing, something I was passionate about, something I was excited to share with others, and actually officially go into content creation. There were things I told myself. No, I'm too late. There's way too many influencers already doing this. The market is saturated, so why should I jump in? And then more importantly, and I think this is the part that got really, really loud, is who would care what I have to say? I mean, there's so many things out there about the ego and psychology and brain and positive thinking. That alone really gave me more insecurity and definitely delayed me doing this. And I'm sure I'm not alone. I am sure that you or your friend or someone has had that thought be so loud. I've been there. I talked myself out of it. I think the biggest difference that really changed me in taking the leap on this content creation journey is I don't know why I was necessarily looking for permission. I'm not quite sure why I was needing someone to tell me that this was a journey I could go on. The only person that was getting in my own way was myself. And that's when I had that mental shift of switching from the panic, the fear, what would people think, and then thinking more inward about how will I feel? What is that going to do for me? Am I going to be excited about it? Am I going to be chasing a dream I've thought about for many years? And that is really where I Will Wander Well was born. I Will Wander Well isn't just about travel. It's the permission, it is the mantra, it's my words that enabled me to take that leap. Wandering Well has many facets. It's not just about travel. It's about living in the now. It's about romanticizing and enjoying the little things that are here today. Yes, wandering invites exploration, but wandering also invites curiosity, discovery to intention. And just hearing myself say, I will wander well, really took the pressure off. And I started really thinking more internally versus what people would care about what I was doing. It was a breath of fresh air and a new perspective that really let me stop getting in my own way and doing the thing I was excited about. Okay, but all that aside, I think this is the part that you're probably the most curious about, the reality check. So almost 2 years of content creation. How's it going? You have to laugh. The journey is the fun part, right? We're gonna get to the destination, but we need to have fun along the way. What I was surprised about, I think I was surprised by the amount that I was able to already have a head start on because I've been doing the Wonder Well life. Content wasn't really that hard to make. Just scroll through your albums, look at the videos. It doesn't have to be long or complicated. I do feel like I remember the first video being a challenge because I wanted it to be a certain way. Or I was like, hey, I'm missing that one piece of content to make this full arc. I can't do it. It really doesn't have to be that hard. What's harder than expected? Finding my voice, finding what I wanted to focus on. Like any other creator, you might not see that now when you start following them, but they started from somewhere, and maybe it was a very different place from where they started. When I started, I thought I had a more narrow view of Wonderwell, and I thought it was gonna be more focused on luxury travel. I do have elements of that in today, but the reality is I'm not always on planes. I'm not always, staying at 5-star hotels. And to make that the basis of my content creation journey was really unrealistic. So that was actually a very hard part to reflect on and then pivot. But you know what? Pivoting is growing, and growing is exciting because it shows that you are learning and getting better and better. So don't be afraid to have to pivot from where you started because you're going to get to your destination. It might just take a little bit of a windy journey to get there. Another thing I want to say is pay attention to your gut feeling. As you know, you'll search YouTube and there's thousands of videos about starting your content creation journey, and they all have something to provide and give that would be valuable. When I started, I was so overwhelmed, and there's so much selling of templates and tools and programs that if you don't pay attention, you're gonna spend a lot more money than you need to in getting started. People will sell you things. The question is, do you really need it? Or are we just giving money away? And sometimes, it's not that expensive. Maybe it's $10 here, or it's $5 there, or $100 for a starter kit. But that adds up really, really quickly. So you don't have to buy everything. You don't need to race. When they're saying, hey, the sale's gonna end, just take your time, because that is where the real focus for you will come to life, and you can understand if it's something that you actually need, invest in it. If you don't, it's okay. The other thing that is inevitable is comparison. You're gonna start your journey, you're gonna be like, why am I not growing faster than this creator? What am I missing? FOMO, fear of not being at that event or doing that thing. You will find very quickly that that mentality or that idea will burn you out. And that is something we do not want to do, especially so young in your journey. Being authentic to the experiences that you can make it to, the coffee shop that you love because you just want an espresso there. You don't need to go to the fanciest dining situation because everyone is on a different journey and has different circumstances. So don't feel like you need to be exactly where that creator who's got 100K plus followers is where you need to be. Ultimately, you might get there, but just focus on your reality. Generally, as humans, we are so focused on negative or things that are not working. It is so important to celebrate small wins. I will talk about how much I've gotten in this creator journey, but literally my first $90, I popped champagne for that because that was so exciting to me. And yeah, that's not a lot. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot, and the amount of time I put into that content that I made took more time, but that win alone really was just super exciting. So you need to celebrate the small wins. And remember, remaining positive, because there are definitely moments where you're gonna feel like you're in a roll, and then you're gonna feel like you plateaued and there's not much going on. Don't forget that, because that pursuit, that continuation, that focus has gotten me to feel really encouraged. So yeah, I made a video, it only got 200 views. The next day, I posted something that had 2,000 views. Little, but again, still a small win to celebrate. The fact that you're doing it is Where is I Will Wonderwell going? I want to be the kind of creator that's like your friend, your friend who's got great ideas, who wants to bring you along, wants to help you. who wants to show you that you can live a beautiful, well-lived, wandered life near and far, and showing you what that looks like from Seattle to the Pacific Northwest, the United States, and globally. I love food, travel, experiences that really make you think differently. Those are the kind of things I want to share, and ones that can be achieved whether you're a full-time person and love to travel, or you've got all the time in the world and you want to experience life more. I've been on Instagram and TikTok a lot more, so you can check those out. But what I'm super excited about starting my YouTube journey now is that I have longer stories to share, and I would love to provide more context. I want to speak more directly to you and not have to worry about keeping it under 3 minutes. That's what's really exciting to me. For YouTube, it's going to be the place where I can slow down and bring you along. It's going to be the place where I can tell a full story, and it's a place where I'm super excited to connect with you and share all my tips, all my tricks, all my travels, all the vlogs at home, away. And I hope that you are excited and you can also see the wonder well in your lives, because like I said, it's the permission I needed to do what I was so excited and delayed doing for years. If you're the person who wants to wonder well, however that looks like for you, you're welcome here. What you're going to find is I'm going to experiment. I'm going to be in between seasons. This is not a highlight reel in the sense of the fast-moving Instagram or TikTok content. We're going to go on the journey, and we're going to take our sweet time doing it, because that's what wandering well is all about. Thank you for being here. Please share this with a friend if you want them to know more. I'm excited to really take this to the next level in the next year. And if this is where you want to be, please like and subscribe, save this, share this, and leave a comment below. I want to know who you are, what resonates with you, so we can grow together. So thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.